Let's talk a little bit about self-identity because it's a major part of managing your midlife transition. A lot of times, there's a person who is on the inside of you that may have been clamoring to get out for a very long time. And typically, you may be stifling that inner voice because you don't feel like people will accept you for who you really are. You're afraid of being rejected by family, by friends, by people at your church. There's any number of reasons why that person is not coming out. But typically, what will happen when you go through your middle age transformation, that person somehow seems to make their way out, and people begin to see the real you for who you are. Your disposition changes, your attitude changes, and as you begin to take on your new identity, I think that sometimes it's rather liberating that you don't have to make pretend to be someone that somebody else wanted you to be. So during midlife, part of this change of identity, may be triggered by any number of things. You may have lost your job. You may be sick of your job. And so, as your role changes and as you redefine yourself, so your identity will change. Your likes will change. Your dislikes will change. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you to let you know that at some point, your role and your perception of who you are is going to change. And that's a natural part of being middle-aged. And it's also a natural part of your journey as you're going into the next phase of your life. And so at this point in time, there's a lot of talk, or you hear a lot of talk in the news about a number of different things, people coming out the closet, people, dealing with gender reassignment, people dealing with divorce, people dealing with taking on same-sex partners. All of those things, are typically not new things, but people just sometimes don't always feel that if they share that they're feeling that way with somebody that, they would be accepted, or that they may receive some backlash about it. So I want you to think about that today as you are dealing with things that are going on in your life, and think about, how am I feeling on the inside about the changes that are happening to me on the outside and also around me. And you really need to think about, how does the real me now stand up?